It's important that those in need of care and those caring for someone are aware of their benefit entitlement and claim accordingly. But it can be a minefield, with some benefits being means tested and some being available to all. In this video, I will outline the main state benefits available for you, whether you're self-funding your care or receiving local authority funded care. For someone self-funding their care, these state benefits will provide some help towards the costs involved. If they are receiving local authority funded care, the financial assessment to determine how much they should pay will assess their finances as though they are claiming all the benefits they are entitled to, whether they are or not. So it becomes really crucial to claim what you're entitled to. Benefits are either means tested, this means you have to undergo a full financial assessment, or non-means tested. So income and savings are not taken into account when assessing eligibility for the benefit. The following list is not exhaustive, but should indicate those benefits most likely to be relevant to older clients in need of care at the time of recording this video in July 2021 in England. Let's start with non-means tested benefits, which everyone eligible can claim. Attendance allowance. This is tax-free money for people over 65 who need help at home because of a long-term illness or disability. Current rates for the 2021-22 tax year are set at £60 a week if help is needed either in the day or at night, and is £89.60 a week if help is needed both day and through the night. The person claiming attendance allowance must have needed help with their care for at least 6 months. If they're terminally ill, a claim can be made straight away. Personal independence payment. Now, this is money for people aged 16 or over, but below state pension age, who have a disability or health condition and need help with daily living or getting around. Personal independence payment is made up of two parts: a daily living component and a mobility component. The weekly rate for the daily living part is either £60 or £89.60, and the higher rate is paid to claimants who are terminally ill and not expected to live for more than 6 months, or whose disability or long-term illness impacts them severely enough to score very highly in the needs assessment. The weekly rate for the mobility part is either £23.70 or £62.55. The mobility rate the claimant receives depends on the level of their assessed need. Right, disability living allowance. This is money for people who have extra care needs or mobility needs as the result of a disability. There are two parts or components: the care component and the mobility component. You may qualify for one or both of these. You can no longer make a new claim for DLA if you are 16 or over, as in effect it has been replaced by the personal independence allowance. There are rules around when payments start and stop if you're in a care home, so check the fine print. Carers allowance. This is money for people who spend at least 35 hours a week providing a regular care to someone who has a disability. To qualify, you don't need to be living with the person being cared for. The person you care for must be receiving a relevant benefit due to their disability, which in some cases has to be paid at a certain rate. For example, the attendance allowance, the middle or the high rate of the care component of the disability living allowance, or the daily living component of personal independence payment. The carer must not be earning more than £128 in take-home pay each week, subject to certain expenses that can be deducted from this. They must not be in full-time education and not caring for someone else where someone else is already claiming carer's allowance for looking after the same person. The current weekly rate is £67.60, and if you're eligible and receive carer's allowance, you will automatically get Class 1 National Insurance credits, so there will be no need to apply for carer's credit. So on to carer's credit. This is a Class 3 National Insurance credit that helps with gaps in your national insurance record and helps protect state pensions and bereavement benefits. If you don't qualify for carer's allowance, it may be worth applying for carer's credit. You might qualify for carers credit if you're age 16 or over, under state pension age. You're looking after one or more people for at least 20 hours a week. The person you're looking after receives one of a number of benefits for their condition. So, I've covered the main 5 non-means tested benefits. Let's move on to the means tested benefits. There's only really one relevant benefit, and it's pension credit. This is an income-related tax-exempt benefit to provide extra money in retirement for those on low incomes. Pension credit comes in 2 parts. Guaranteed credit. This tops up your weekly income to a guaranteed minimum level, £177.10 if you're single and £270.30 if you're a couple. Savings credit. This is extra money which you may be able to claim if you've got some savings or if your income is higher than the basic state pension. It's only available to people who reached state pension age before 6th of April 2016. You could get up to £14.04 extra per week if you're single and £15.71 if you're a couple. There are additional payments for those with a disability and those caring for them, namely severe disability premiums and carer premiums. Be mindful of the overlapping benefit rules, which mean that sometimes someone may qualify for 2 or more earnings replacement benefits, but they cannot be paid more than one at the same time. For example, carer's allowance cannot be paid in addition to the state pension. Thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. I'm Justin King. My aim is to help people live successful lives, and that often involves understanding your money. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please press the like button to help more people like you find my channel, and check out the show notes for some useful links on the things I've discussed in this video. You'll also find links to other videos in this series on finding and funding care in later life. For now, I'm Justin King, helping you live your best life.